Woodsman tagged me in his bushcraft knife video, so I'll go over some attributes that I like, I guess. I've been through the gamut of knives. Started out with a Buck 119, great knife, not a bushcraft knife for me. I can't really say why not. It's just not one of my favorites. K-Bar, good solid construction knife, battle proven, but not my opinion a great bushcraft knife. The Becker BK2 Companion, great knife. I like it. Things about it I don't like, but not right at the top of my list, but I do own one. The classic Mora, classic number 2, or no, number 1. I've done about everything I can to this knife. Carried it quite a bit in the woods, but it's a good solid knife. And I guess I've kind of graduated from something like this up to more upscale customs, but still stays in my stable. Got your classic Old Hickory, good solid all-around knife. Does everything I need it to do, from cleaning game to food prep to batoning, you name it. I have put these knives through hell, and they're cheap. Just like a Mora. I'd say it's the American version of a Mora, this or a Green River, but I prefer the Old Hickories. But good solid knife. This led me into modifying a 10-inch butcher, which came to this. Basically chopped the handle off, added my own handle, and the rest of it's stock 10-inch butcher. I baton the crap out of it. I love it. Great all-around knife. Does everything I need it to do. Cost me little to nothing. That led me into the Turley modified dogwood. Basically, it's his normal model, but it's a 5-inch blade versus a 4.5, I believe, or maybe it's 4. I forget. 4.5-inch handle. This particular one is a 1/4 inch, and the reason it's a 1/4 inch is because I asked for it to be, because it's a hard use knife for me. I use this knife not really for food prep, more for camp work. I mean, I would call this my camp knife. I baton the crap out of it. Being that it's basically a giant wedge with a handle on it, it pops right through wood the way I need it to. I can chop with it, you name it, but this Turley makes a good, solid, quality knife, and this one will be in my stable for quite some time, because I doubt I can destroy it. And on to my next one, which is my DP Campmaster. DP knives out of New York. This one was his prototype. I believe they've changed a little bit. Got this in trade from Rescue Riley or Bush Bum, depending on the thread or the forum you're on. Good quality, solid quality knife. 1095 steel, Scandivex grind. Does everything I can throw at it. Just a quality knife. I find myself coming back to it over and over and over again. So I guess you could say that my 2 favorite bushcraft knives would be these 2. The Turley modified dogwood and the DP Campmaster. But along those notes, I'm always carrying, it seems to be, one of those 2. I go back and forth depending on what I'm doing, where I'm at. I've always got the Swiss Army Farmer in my pocket. I started out with just a normal Victorinox plastic scales that failed me before. The thing I like about them, though, that continues to like, I used to piss out of the saw and the awl. I love those 2 items, and of course the normal blade. And yeah, I've used the can opener and the bottle opener and the screwdriver quite a bit. This particular one was a gift from Woodsman. It's with me every day. This complements my bushcraft knife, and that's what I take to the woods. So I guess with that, I'm tagging Ranger Joe and Mr. Black. I want to hear about your favorite bushcraft knives. 2 guys that I really think are great, accomplished woodsmen, so I value their opinions. We'll hear what they have to say.